Yes, you're welcome. This is your boy Jacob. Now, today we are going to do an entrepreneurship video. Now, it's been long ever since I did an entrepreneurship video, but today we are going to look at how we can start a nursery school here in Uganda. Now, this information is very good for some of my Ugandans who want to invest in Uganda, and also some of our Ugandans who are in the diaspora who want to invest in Uganda. And this is one of the investment opportunities you can look out for. Now, you don't need to be a nursery teacher to start a nursery school, just like you don't need to be a doctor to start a hospital, and also you don't need to be a pharmacist to start a pharmacy. You've seen most of those Indians in those pharmacies. They are not pharmacists, so you only need to have money and the right people to go through if you are to start any business here in Uganda. Once again, my name is Jacob, and basically here on my channel we talk about entrepreneurship opportunities like these ones. We talk about a lot to do with medical businesses and also career guidance. So if you enjoy my content, consider subscribing to our channel. Click a thumbs up to promote our tutorial, and don't hesitate to make any comment right there in the comment section. If there's anything you want to comment on our tutorial, if there's anything you want to add on this tutorial, don't hesitate to make your comment right there in the comment section. Now, not waste time, let's dial into the video. Now, if you want to start a nursery school here in Uganda, one of the things is you have to put it into writing. You have to write a letter of intention to the district education officer, putting in your intentions of starting a nursery school. Another thing, you need to get recommendation letters from the LC chairperson, which show that you're a good person, you don't have a criminal record, you're a good citizen of a country, just to give you a backup. And also when you go to the district, they'll give you a form to fill in, and also the requirements for them, the requirements you need to put in place before they come for inspection. Now, these requirements include ownership of land, the teachers, the infrastructures, the playground. All those things needed for you to start a nursery school will be in those requirements, and they want you to put all those things in order before they even start to come for inspection. Now, first thing is land. You need to show ownership of land at the site where you are going to put the school. Yeah, they need to know that it's your land where you're going to put as a school, or it's a partnership. Anything to show documentation of land where you are going to put your school. But of course, some people don't have land, but they rent, so they have to know all this before they give you a license to start a nursery school. So in details, we are going to look at the requirements and the total cost which is needed for you to start up a nursery school here in Uganda. So I've done some bit of research on how to start up a nursery school here in Uganda. I've consulted very many nursery teachers, and I've got all this information from them, and also some of it from the ministry and also the district. So these are just mostly essential things which have to be in place. There are many things which are needed for you to start a nursery school, but I've picked out the most essential ones which you don't have to do without before starting, and those which you have to put in place when you are thinking about this type of entrepreneurship idea. So here, the requirements for starting a nursery school and the cost is what I'm going to estimate here. So basically, ideally you're supposed to write and have your place inspected, but you have to put some things into place. So for example, you need to have land and show ownership of land. Of course, but some people don't get land, so they end up renting. So you have to put all that into writing, and they need to know all that. So I'm not going to put the costs of land because they are different from each place. So let's assume you already have land. So you need to get a building of at least 6 rooms. Those 6 rooms will need to have 3 classes, a restroom, a head teacher's office and a kitchen. At least 6 rooms are enough. Those are the fewest of what you need. Some people end up building hostels for their teachers and recreational areas, but at least you need to have 6 rooms, and this can estimate to take you around 50 to 75 million. Then you need to have three nursery teachers, a minimum, at least with a certificate in nursery teaching. You also need to have a head teacher. A head teacher of nursery needs to have at least a diploma in early childhood education, or sometimes is a unexperienced nursery teacher of over 5 years can become a head teacher, but preferably needs to have a diploma in early childhood education. You need to have a caretaker. A caretaker usually takes care of babies after they have not babies, but these are toddlers actually. They take care of their needs, feeding, changing their, in case they are past urine, poop, all things of caring for a toddler. That's all the purpose of a caretaker. You need to have 2 askaris. Security is very important on your school, so you have to put that into consideration. Then you need to have a playground and play equipment. People do many things. They buy bicycles, a lot of toys. But what's most important are swings. Those ones don't miss on every nursery at school, because swings, kids like a lot of playing with swings. So a swing, one of it can range from 800 to 1.5 million. What Uganda call 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄. So you need to at least have 3 of those ones. At least 3 of those ones. To show that you on your playground. You can buy all other things, but these ones are so important. And also when it comes to nursery, a van is very important. Yeah, I know it's quite expensive, but you can get an old one. An old one can get around 30 million. Or you can use any. You can start with your car or a newer to reduce on the cost. Then another important thing is to have a license to operate your nursery school and inspection done. All those can cost around 300,000 shillings. Licenses for nursery are got from the district. It's not like a primary school where you go and also register at the Ministry of Education, but with the nursery school, the licenses are given by the district through the district health officer. So they give you a license to operate a nursery school. They keep on renewing them annually. Their prices keep on ranging. But basically, that's what you need to start. So the total estimated cost of starting up a nursery school here in Uganda can range from 50 to 110 million. That's an average school. So the costs vary to what you've put in your nursery school. If you don't want to buy land, you already have land, you already have vans, those costs can reduce. If you don't have a building and you are renting out, also those costs are quite different. So they depend on what you have and which type of nursery school you want to have. You can start slow and then keep on upgrading, just like any other businesses. And also this price doesn't include teachers' accommodation and salaries for workers. So those ones are different according to how you will be earning. That's when you go on to put such things into place and the amount of money you need to give your teachers. So briefly, this is the amount of money you need to start. It ranges between 50 to 110 million for an average nursery school here in Uganda. So if you're Ugandan and you want to invest in education, this is one of the things you have to invest in. If you're in the diaspora, UAE, Europe, and you want to invest, don't hesitate investing in education, and nursery school is one of those ones. We pay a lot of money for our kids in the nursery. You see them paying 800, 900, yet some primary schools kids are paying around 400. So nursery teaching is one of those ones which can bring profits back to you, and you can enjoy this type of entrepreneurship. Thank you very much for listening and watching my tutorial.